We are entering into a new season, not just the energy of spring, but the new moon of Aries brings with it a seed level energy for all of us for the entire year. And one of the things that we learn about Kabbalistically is that whenever something new is beginning, energetically, whatever is holding us back, limiting us, not of the stature of our soul, begins to fall away. And so this may be a time that many of us are experiencing support from the universe to help us let go of whatever has been keeping us small. I know many times people are feeling very overwhelmed right now. They are feeling what the sages call the Or Makif, the surrounding light that comes during this time in order to help each person see their true potential, to help them expand into the vessel that ultimately can hold the level of fulfillment that the Creator wants to give them. Did you know that you and I, no matter where we are in our life at this moment, the Creator is trying to give us infinitely more than we even desire to receive. And so it's always like this push and pull with the universe. When we're satisfied or when we're happy, actually those are times when the Creator is trying to give you more. There's so much more that is wanting to come into your life. And there are times where we feel like we're missing so much. We're lacking and we're in pain. We're going through heartbreak, health challenges. And we feel like no one is there for us. We feel like maybe it's not a lucky time for us. And we get hard on ourselves and we get to judge ourselves. Those moments in time actually are still times where the Creator wants to give to you. The energy is actually there. It has never left. But your vessel is going through a process of not feeling or experiencing those miracles so that it can expand. Whenever miracles are withheld from us, our vessel expands. It's like when we're at the gym and comfort is withheld from us, or that moment where you just want to rest, that your trainer withholds that moment of rest from you and says, give me 2 more reps. Give me 1 more and go slow. And your muscles are burning and you're in so much pain. That is the moment of expansion. The burning that you might be feeling now is your expansion. And I want you to know that this is good. It is good because if you say that it is good, you are sweetening the judgments that are happening right now. We have that power through our voice, through our consciousness, to take darkness and give it a new name, to take challenges and give it a new identity. Just because something seems negative, just because something is not coming to you in the way that you would like it to, doesn't mean that it's bad. It's a blank canvas for you to decide what it is, for you to co-create. So I always tell people, the sages have given us the tool of certainty. Certainty beyond logic. Certainty beyond our logical mind that what I am going through and what I'm experiencing is very positive. But what if it is not? What if this never gets better? What if I'm alone forever? What if I don't ever end up having a child? What if my child that I have never gets better? So many doubts roaming through our mind and so many thoughts all the time about our future and about our past. All of that is good. All of that is giving us the opportunity to co-create, to be like creators. Your soul came to this world to be like God. And this week, actually more than any time in the year, and I know I've probably said that before, but the first week of Aries is actually the new year. We had talked about the first and second day of Libra, what many people in the Jewish faith call Rosh Hashanah, which is actually a window in time for all souls in this world. People think that's the new year. It's actually the 7th month of the year. That is the beginning of the year from the point of view of the light, from the point of view of the energy of above, because it is the time where we determine how much light we bring into this world, how much abundance we bring into this world, how much life, how many relationships we bring into this world. The beginning of the year in terms of when Aries starts, which is now, is determining a different type of energy, the quality of life. It's really determining the vessel. It's almost like you bought a house and now you're furnishing it. What kind of furniture do you want? What are the details of your life? And so every day of Aries, starting from last Wednesday night, is representing one of the months of the year. So the first day is representing Aries. The second day is representing Taurus. The third day is representing Gemini, and then Cancer, so on and so forth. What does that mean? That means that in that 24-hour period, you have the energy of the entire month in that moment, as if it is the seed level. And this is why it's so important that whatever we're thinking, whatever we're feeling, whatever we're saying, whatever we're doing, is of the highest level of purity, the highest level of consciousness. There are people who will come to upset us, people who will come to oppose us. Are you going through that right now in your life? Are you going through moments where something you've been working so hard on is falling apart? Maybe it's a relationship you invested so much time and energy and love in, and it's falling apart. The person's pulling away. The person's not appreciating you. That excitement is gone, or you just feel something's off. Do you just feel something's off in any part of your life? Before that seed of worry germinates into a cancer of chaos, I want you to stop right there and say, every single thing comes from the light of the Creator. And so I know it's good. The Creator has my back. So many times you hear people from religious backgrounds probably, or even spiritual backgrounds, talk about God and God loves you and God's going to save you and God this and God that. And it's all true. But I want you to understand it on a deeper level. I want you to understand what does it mean that the Creator is there? The Creator is a force of energy. That energy is everywhere. And it is not just the Creator chooses who He likes and doesn't choose and chooses other people that He doesn't like. And sometimes the Creator is here and sometimes it's not. And maybe it's this man in the sky with a beard. And it's Kabbalah and the sages explain since the beginning of time, the Creator is an energy intelligence, like the electricity in your wall. If you know how to connect to it, you have light. And if you stick your finger in the socket, you're going to get shocked. The energy is not intrinsically bad. Its essence is good. And so right now, the Creator's energy of love, of abundance, of miracles in your life, it is everywhere all the time. We have to remember this. At any moment, you can have it. But do you have the vessel for it? And so we're learning how to create that vessel. I have to do the work to create the vessel. It's not enough just to say, oh, God's got my back. Or I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray to God for all my problems to go away. That's not how you build a vessel. How do you build a vessel? It's actually quite scientific. Scientific spirituality. That's what Kabbalah is. The way you build a vessel is becoming like God. Every day that you become like the Creator, you build another part of your vessel for miracles. And you can build something in 1 week that it might have taken you one lifetime had you not known this wisdom. What are some practical things that we should all be doing, especially this week? Number one, focus and go deep with your time. Protect your time in this month. Protect your time. Do not scatter your energy and do not scatter your focus. Say no 9 out of 10 times. If there are parties, events, gatherings that you're being invited to, say no. Instead, use that time to go deep in the things that are most important to you. Your family, your friends, your career, your children, your spirituality. Sounds like a lot of buckets. But it's often within those buckets that we start to do too many things. Focus on your career. Don't focus on trying to do 20 different things or 20 different businesses. Focus on your kids. Don't be not present when you're with them. It's not about the quantity of time, it's the quality of the time now. The sign of Aries is a sign that often does not go deep because it is the child. It is the first sign of the zodiac. Children, although they are deep inside of themselves, they have a hard time to go deep emotionally with people. And so we want to counteract that energy and go deep in whatever we do. You will see miracles if you focus and go deep in this month. Something else. Do not react. Do not react when someone is triggering you. You will feel upset. You will feel out of control. You will feel that you're not getting your way. You will feel that people are hurting you, speaking badly about you. I want you to pause. And I want this pause to be more powerful than any pause you've ever done before. I want you to regulate your breath by slowing it down. Do not hyperventilate when you feel your heart starting to race. When you start to feel your blood boil, or you just get scared. I want you to pause. And I want you to remember that as long as you are with the light, everything will work out. Every single thing will work out. How is it going to work out? Don't worry about that. When is it going to work out? Don't worry about that. Who's going to help me? Don't worry about that. Where's the money going to come from? Don't worry about any of those things. Worry only about one thing. How can I connect with the light now? And now? And now? And now? That's it. You walk into a room, how can I connect with the light? How can I be like the light? You're coming home, how can I connect with the light? You're about to open the door. You're about to see your spouse or your friend or your dog or nobody. Before you walk into the house, ask yourself, what does it mean now when I'm tired and exhausted and I don't want to see anyone, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to give? What would God do? God has certainty. God does not react. God does not come from a place of lack or fear. God is a giving force. And that brings me to my third point. How can each one of us be a giving force? Giving does not mean just giving everyone what they want. So many people ask me for advice, and often I don't share it with them. Why? Because we think giving advice is giving. But if I know that they're not going to change from the advice I give them, I know that if I give them advice, I'm hurting them. I'm sharing energy that there's no vessel there to receive. And as a result, whenever you give energy with no vessel, the negative side, the angel of death takes that energy. So you never share advice with someone who does not appreciate or will not use it. Even buying gifts for people. Giving things to someone who doesn't appreciate you or your time. Making yourself too accessible to people when they haven't really earned it or they don't desire your presence. All of these things we may think are giving, but sometimes giving is making yourself unavailable because that allows them to appreciate you more, which allows a vessel to be formed, which then means in the future you will be able to give. The biggest secret to true giving is, are you letting go of your control around the giving? So many times we want to control the way people think, what they believe, how they feel. Are you able to take a step back and say, I truly care about this person regardless of who they are, how they act, and what they do for me? Are you willing to completely surrender any agenda or transaction of what you might get from them? This is very powerful because if you're able to give to someone and they don't give back to you, yes, that may mean you should never give to them again. That may mean you need to step away, but you need to know that your energy was not lost. You need to know that energy is never lost if your heart was in the right place, if the intention was in the right place. And you even thought that they would receive it and manifest it, and they didn't, that energy is not lost. And that brings me to my fourth point of creating miracles and becoming like the creator in this month. Always know that you are increasing in your life. You are never going backwards. You are never falling behind. You are never missing anything. Everything is always increasing. You made a mistake. You know what the sages say about people who make mistakes? They are on a higher level of spirituality than the people who never made mistakes. So when I make a mistake, I feel the pain of it. I learn the lesson and I move on quickly with happiness. And you should do that in 10 minutes. Move forward. And now you're on a higher level than if you never fell. There's nothing in this world that should label you as negative, as dark, as inefficient, as unworthy. Because so many times in our lives, we think we are not worthy, consciously or unconsciously. And as a result, we shrink our vessel to be able to receive the most beautiful things in life. Some people think they're not worthy of having a relationship, or a great relationship, or someone who really treats them well. They may not know that consciously, but unconsciously they feel that way. So every time someone great does come into their life, they find a way to sabotage it. They find a way to find something wrong with the man or wrong with the woman by the fourth date and say, this is not working for me. Or they make themselves unavailable so that it just doesn't work out. I see this with business and success all the time. People hit ceilings on their wealth because they believe they don't deserve to make above that amount. I spoke to somebody today, and she said, for some reason, this is the most amount of money I ever make in a year. And every time I hit that number, it stops. And I said to her, there is a hidden belief system you have about making more than that. You believe that you shouldn't make more than that. You believe that making more than that is not a good thing. You believe that if you did make more than that, your life would get worse, even though you're telling me you want that. So each one of us has these hidden parts of ourselves, belief systems and desires that are limiting the flow of energy into our lives. And our job is to become unlimited. And who cares what everyone else thinks? Which is the fifth point. Every time you're worried of what somebody thinks about you, you're working like a monkey for their approval. You're trying to get someone's attention. Imagine you meet somebody or you see somebody in the gym or at an event, and you're trying to get their attention. And you start acting weird and you start doing things that you've never done before. And you artificially make up positions where you need to go to in the room, hoping they see you or talk to you. Like, enough of all of that. Don't you trust the light of the Creator will bring you the right people at the right time? And if you believe with certainty that you are meant to talk to that person, then just walk up to them. But don't do the needy thing where we're scheming and manipulating and planning to try to get something. Don't scheme. Stop scheming. Just be the light. Be the king. Be the queen. If you were somebody asked me recently, what should I do? There's this guy I really like. We went on a date. It was so good. I'm waiting for the second date. What should I do? I said, what are you talking about? What you should do? You're the most important, beautiful person in this world. What would the most important, beautiful person do? Would you even have time to think about this guy? Move forward with your life and reveal light. And guess what? The moment you do that, he's going to call you. And the moment you're thinking about it and obsessing over him and wondering if he's going to call you, the Creator is telling him not to call you because he wants to be with the queen. The queen doesn't sit there and obsess. The queen is busy. The king is busy. They're creating amazing things. And I'm not saying just to refocus your energy or redirect it or ignore it. Ignore your feelings, not at all. Just remember who you are. Remember your power. Remember that you were cut from the cloth of the Creator. And so you have the spark of the Creator inside of you. In fact, all of our spiritual work is just to remember that. All the soul corrections, the tikkun we talk about, your soul came to this world to transform anger and control and fear and abandonment. And yes, all those things. But the truth is, all of those things come down to one thing: remembering how powerful you are, remembering how whole you are, remembering that actually each one of us could walk into a hospital and heal. Just the way Jesus did, just the way Moses did, just the way all the great prophets did. They were able to heal. In fact, it says, the time, thousands of years ago, of the time of the prophets, the group was called the Tanaim. And to be part of these group of prophets, at a bare minimum, you had to be able to heal someone with your mind. Someone had cancer, you had to be able to remove the cancer with your mind. At a bare minimum, that was the entry, the testing that they had, the entryway to become part of the group called the Tanaim. We forgot where we came from often. Did you know that you probably many lifetimes ago were one of those sages, one of those souls, one of those prophets? Because the truth is, if you are learning this wisdom, if you are attracted to it, if you feel connected to the wisdom of Kabbalah, most likely somewhere in a past life, you had a very divine connection. You were maybe even one of these sages who lived in the times thousands of years ago of some of the great giants that we know. Maybe you were a student, maybe you were a spark of one of these souls. Because we know that the souls of people like Abraham and Muhammad and King David and Joseph, their souls break up into many more souls. So you could be a spark of the soul of Abraham. We don't know, but if you believe that you are and you act like you are, you will awaken that spark of his soul, or at the minimum, you draw what's called the ibor of their soul. Ibor means an impregnation of a spark of their soul. So if you act like Abraham, who was always a person of hospitality and mercy and love, even if somebody hurt him and did the worst things to him, he always had certainty and he had love. So if you're someone that always has certainty and love, it's called chafetz chesed, your certainty and love, you meditate on the soul of Abraham, you bring a spark of his soul enters yours. And so for the rest of your life, until you do something to have that soul leave, the soul of Abraham is with you. It gives you divine messages and inspiration and strength and guidance through everything in life. You want dating advice? Forget about going to ChatGPT. Abraham will give you the best advice, even better than whatever AI will give you. And this is what we're really talking about here. Forget about AI. You yourself, your soul has the power to access infinite amounts of wisdom in the network of the upper worlds. And if it's not your soul that is divine, for whatever reason, you can draw the souls of other great sages simply by acting and learning, acting like them and learning from their teachings, which is often what I'm trying to do in my podcasts, in my courses, in my events. I'm trying to bring the teachings of all the sages to you so that it is practical, it is enjoyable, and maybe sometimes a little bit funny. We can relate to it because by learning about it, these souls of the sages come to you in what is called Ibor. And so this is a very powerful time for all of us. You can leap to a new destiny, a new life, because the portals are open, especially for the first 15 days of Aries, and then specifically for the 7 days after that. So the first 22 days of Aries, this is our time now to shift to a brand new destiny and know that it does not have to be difficult to do so. Every thought, word, and action goes a much farther distance during this time than any other time in the year. Maybe besides the exception of the first 22 days of Libra as well, which obviously we'll get to when we get to that period of time. So, in summary, wherever you are in your life, whatever you're going through, whatever challenges, we're all going through it together. And you can turn all the darkness to light in an instant. Have complete certainty. Know that in the blink of an eye, all your problems can go away. Act with love, an open heart, and true care about others without being transactional. Forget about what they're going to give you. Don't charge them. Don't be cheap. Just give. Open heart giving. But make sure they have a vessel to receive. That's all. Otherwise, the most giving thing you can do is just to walk away. And finally, remember your power. Remember who you are. You were cut from royal cloth. Your soul was hewn from the mountain of God. And your only spiritual work now is to remember that. Let's do a meditation together. Sit comfortably now and take a deep breath in through your nose and then release. Let's take a moment to remember that we come from a very divine lineage. There are forces in this world which are trying to pull us down, trying to make us feel that we're not good enough or we're not worthy. We're not accepted. Often these feelings and thoughts are very subconscious. And so we get scared to make movements. We get scared to think big or to bet on ourselves. But I'll tell you that if an idea or a desire comes strongly to your mind, where did this come from? If something comes to you over and over again, this is the Creator putting this desire inside of you. And yes, the bigger the desire, the bigger the goal, the scarier it will be. But everything that is meaningful in this world only comes to a person when they walk into the unknown and they do not feel that there is anything there to protect them. They feel that it is risky. They feel that they could be humiliated and rejected and they could lose everything. Walking into that unknown space, the place called Ayin, is exactly where the miracles are. Oftentimes we feel so stuck. We feel like the swamp, stagnant water, same routines, same people, same career, same routes we drive or walk every day. What would your life be like if you finally stepped up to a new level? Do you want to know what that is? Do you want to teleport to a new destiny during this time? Because the gates are open. And now, more than ever, all the darkness that you've been experiencing in your life can be gone in the blink of an eye. But only those who have certainty will experience this miraculous realm. Do you have certainty? Do you know how powerful you are? Do you know how royal your soul is? I want you to elevate to the vibration of who you really are. It's time to let go of all the arguments. It's time to let go of all the breadcrumbs of energy that we've been settling for. Are you settling in any part of your life? Are you ready to let that go? What's going to happen if you let it go? You know it's never going to give you what you want. You know you're just playing it safe and it doesn't truly make you happy. What's going to happen if you leave, if you let go? Are you going to be alone? Are you going to go broke? Are you going to die? So what? Surrender. Go to the place that is called Ayin, nothingness. In this space, it is embryonic. And you can now create whatever life you want, and that is the only space the Creator exists in His full form. When you feel like nothing, your ego is broken, you let go of all your plans and manipulations, and you fully surrender to the Creator, that is when the greatest light becomes revealed for you. It is so exciting to live a life that is created by the Creator versus a life that I'm constantly controlling and manipulating and choosing. The only choice we have is to choose to be like the light in the times of darkness and greatest pain. Everything else we do not choose. We only choose to act like the light or not. I want you to smile. And I want you to tell yourself how much you appreciate yourself, how much you love yourself. You are so kind. You are so beautiful. You are so brilliant. Because often we're looking for other people to tell us those things. And it doesn't matter how many people tell those things to you. It will never be enough. It will only be enough when you know yourself from within that you are those things. And when you are those things, everybody feels those things. Everybody sees those things. Everybody believes you when you say, I am whole, I am perfect, I am beautiful, I am wise. And your body doesn't know the difference. Your body will believe whatever you tell it. I remember many, many years ago having nothing in my life. Absolutely nothing. Not even knowing how to pay rent. Barely able to afford the food for that day. And as I walked in the streets of New York City, I said, either I'm going to act like the light or I'm going to act like the darkness, and that's the only choice I have now. And I said, what would it be like if I acted right now with the vibration of complete wholeness as if I had everything? And from that moment, I never looked back. And I can't tell you, the miracles came so strong and fast, I couldn't keep up with it. I could barely hold those miracles. The only pain I had in my life after that was the pain of so much good fortune coming. I was feeling maybe I don't even deserve it. But it came because I finally stopped praying for wealth and I started acting like wealth. I stopped praying for love and I started acting like love. I stopped praying for the light and I started acting like the light. There's no more powerful time to do it than when you have nothing. And relative to what the Creator wants to bring you, whatever you have now is nothing. I don't care what position you hold. I don't care how much money you have. It's nothing compared to what's waiting for you. So yes, on one hand you are whole, and on the other hand you are nothing. And you are going to hold both those energies at the same time, and that is what actually makes you a complete soul. To be in two places at the same time. Together as a unit, all of us souls around the world, whoever is listening, we have a divine mission in this world, and that is one thing. not to change the world, but only to transform ourselves and become the greatest version of ourselves, as if no one else even exists. Ein od milvado, there is only you in the light of the Creator, say the sages. This month, it's a very, very powerful month for you. Let's capture every moment. Let's not waste a moment. Let's bring the light into everything that we do, and let's pray and ask for the Creator to help us and guide us so that we don't make decisions from the place of our brain or our logic or our fears, but only divine decisions that flow through us and guide us. And how will you know if that's happening? You feel no attachment to what's coming through you. As long as you feel no attachment, that's the Creator talking through you.